Modified the song a little bit.
Hey guys, we're getting close in this one. This one's the Close Podcast. We're here, and we're in your ears.
We could talk like
this. We talk normally like this. This is not. We've got our door between us and another door. They've got their air on.
Yeah, that's good.
So we should be fine. We're in New Jersey, by the way.
This is the New Jersey podcast. This is day
6. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 2 more technically left.
Yeah. Day 6 of us spending
full days.
Full days together. I think we're doing a lot better than we thought we would be doing.
Yeah.
We haven't tried to murder each other yet.
No, I poured soda in Nate's pant drawer the 3rd day.
What?
That was a joke.
Did you actually?
We're still going. We go to the beach every day.
Did you actually pour soda in?
We've been going on bike rides. Almost every night. We started a couple nights ago.
I know, but we've ridden a bike every day.
Yeah. We've ridden a bike down to the beach. Let's run it through. So Saturday.
You're gonna see this in the the video. Will the New Jersey video be up?
No, this goes up tomorrow.
Oh crap!
This is like the soonest we've recorded a podcast.
Yeah, we're recording this
the night before it goes up. Because I don't know.
I mean, technically, we're recording it on the actual day because
it is technically Friday right now. So last Saturday, Nate's mom drove me. Nope, Nate's mom drove him to my house. Then while my parents packed their car and I helped them, Nate sat there drinking a soda on a chair.
I wasn't drinking a soda on a chair. I was.
Doing nothing. Well, me and my parents slaved away packing the car.
That is wrong. Both me and Hudson sat there while his parents packed the car, and it drizzled on our little heads.
Yeah.
But in my defense, you don't really have a defense. I had taken Dramamine, and it had already started. Maybe don't hold the mic up to my mouth.
Don't move it so much. It picks up.
I had taken Dramamine to help with my motion sickness.
I took one Dramamine too.
Yeah, but mine was already kicking in because I had taken it an hour before. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there. I wanted to be in that car so bad sleeping. Mm-hmm. And then we went to Dunkin' Donuts, got some snack and bacon. Which you need to have. It's sweet and peppery and so good.
It's like bacon but coated in goodness.
It's like candied bacon in a little bag.
Yeah.
For snacking.
Then we drove for like 2 hours. More like an hour and a half. Stopped at a rest area.
I just want to throw in look over here.
Okay.
Over here. Moving it. See the little bug?
Yeah.
There's a little beetle on the ground cleaning himself. He's now walking towards us. He's really cute. Oh, don't breathe in my ear.
Alright, move it back. Sorry for the moving noises.
We're lying on the ground.
Yep, in our room at 1 a.m. We stayed up pretty late for most of the night.
You stayed up later than me, though.
Yeah. Watching my phone.
Yeah. Once I lie down in the bed, I'll throw something on and I'm out.
You're knocked out. I'll look over there sometimes. I'll be like, is he up watching? Nope, he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, if you see the phone facing upwards, I'm out. So I conked out so I didn't vomit everywhere, and we stopped at a rest stop 2 hours away to have our McDonald's.
We
ate because it was raining.
Yeah.
So we went in, got our McDonald's, came back out, ate in the car. It's a van.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice sized van for
us, his sister, her friend, and his
parents in the front driving.
And Henry, their dog. And we're eating. There was a front part of an army helicopter on the back of some guy's truck, which is pretty sweet.
That was probably the most eventful thing on the drive.
Yeah, I think so.
Then we arrived in Ocean Grove, New Jersey.
Yep.
You can still come and find us.
Yep, we're still here.
But only for a couple more hours by the time this goes out.
If you're hearing this in Ocean Grove, this comes out what time tomorrow?
3:00 tomorrow.
We'll be down at the beach.
Join us.
Come find us.
They have to listen to it at the time it goes out.
Yeah, we'd
find
still
us on the beach.
We'd still be. I mean, if you will be.
Oh, by the way, this will probably be a slightly shorter episode.
Yeah, because it's 1 a.m.
Exactly.
And there's toenail clippings in front of me.
What?
Look right there.
Those might not be mine.
Oh.
I don't think those are mine. I clipped my toenails in the bathroom when I needed to. Those are someone else's.
I didn't clip my toenails.
What are the odds you eat them?
Nope.
So we got here. Nate saw his first reaction. He thought it was the worst place on earth.
No. This is my first time actually being in New Jersey, and I can't tell you how much I love this little town and I want to live here. I would so live here.
It's a nice little...
It's a little church town, but I don't even give a crap. I love it. Every one of these houses, the little rental beach houses, are like old Victorian, colored, super nice houses.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this house. It's not the fanciest, but it's nice.
There's a lot of room.
We have... our room is upstairs, and I have one bed on one side of the room, and you have another bed on the other side.
Yeah, we have each of our... We have...
The trundle beds.
Yeah, we have beds on each side. Then we each have a separate dresser on opposite sides of the room. And that's really
I have the small fat one. You have the tall skinny one.
Yes. That's our room, basically. It's very minimalist.
Yeah. There's Christmas lights.
A Christmas light charger. Yeah, there's a lot of old... I don't know the exact history, but very old town, a lot of old buildings, very cool.
Giant church.
Giant, massive church.
It's like a giant auditorium. And there's a giant cross on the top of it, which is lights up at night, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm no Jesus man, but that looks freaking sweet.
Yeah. I'm no Jesus man either, but I'd go.
Yeah. I'd go to one of the concerts in there, since they hold concerts in there.
I mean, I probably wouldn't like most of it, but I would go. If I had to sit through a sermon just to experience the church, like the inside of it, I probably would.
They have guests. Well, normally, since it's pandemic, you can't go in there. Or, no, my mom said you can, but it's only like 100 people or something. But each week they have a different person from around the country come and preach. So it's not just one dude. It's always a different dude.
That's cool.
So maybe find some cool guy who's talking. And then there's the main...
Like Tony.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tony.
Hey, Tony. There's one main street that has some shops on it, some nice little...
And it's called Main Street.
Yes.
It's the main street, and it's called Main Street.
Little shops, little food places, which we haven't really gone to, I guess, because pandemic, so we're not going in, sitting down.
Are we good? Can we get a crepe tomorrow?
Yes.
Because I'd like to get a crepe.
Yeah. If it's open. I know we went there late. I think it's open.
I think it's open.
The other ones are.
Okay, so you go down. We ride a tandem bike. There's a tandem bike here that we've been using.
It's a nice double bike. We move to the basket, put the basket on it, and we've got lights on it.
I think we both love it mostly. There's times where it's annoying and a pain in the butt. Like getting it moving.
Getting it started is the worst.
And turning are not the funnest. Like a
drink go. It is.
So we'd ride that down every morning to go to the beach, and it's about how many blocks down to the beach? 5 blocks. It's short, little bike ride. Get down to the beach. Get on the boardwalk. The first night we went down there, we stood in the sand, and it was a storm in the distance, so it's super foggy. The sky was like purple, and it was thundering in the distance, and it was awesome.
Pretty sweet.
There's a sand crab running across the sand.
Yep. Our house is set up so it's like bottom floor, kitchen, dining room, living room, top floor, 2 bedrooms, and a bathroom.
There's a bedroom and a bathroom downstairs too.
Oh yeah, and then the garage. It's in a driveway. It's a nice little house.
And there's a driveway.
Yeah, the beach is it's
nice.
Yeah, that's all. It's a sandy beach.
It's a nice sandy beach.
The waves differ depending on the day. And
yeah,
the weather.
today the wind picked up and it was insane waves. They're huge. The difference between us. I like the water, but I can't deal with the water for a while. And as soon as you're out there, they're giant waves. You're floating out in the water. You get picked up by a wave, and it slams you down pretty hard.
If you're a baby.
No.
No, I would.
So, like, my quitting point when I'm like, okay, that's done, is when it feels like the ocean's beating me up, and it's like, because you'll get picked up by a wave, it'll slam you down into the shore, you'll get up, get slammed down again, and then you're just, with your back behind you is just like a crowded beach with just people staring at you get demolished.
Yeah, I love the ocean and just like having the waves and riding the waves and jumping around in the water, and I'd probably spend more time in the water if you weren't here than I am now.
Yeah.
Just sometimes I feel obligated not to sit in the water for 5,000 years when you're just sitting up there by yourself.
Well, I mean, me sitting up there by myself is pretty dandy. I mean, you coming up doesn't change much. It's not like we're chatting up a storm. It's just you sitting next to me. I'm usually drawing or something.
Yeah. There'd also be a lot more book reading if you weren't here.
Yeah. And I like to point out that there'll be moments where I'm like, so you want to go do this? And you're like, yeah, just give me a moment. And then you'll just sit and just stare out in the world, and it's like you're like taking in everything. And you do it like anytime I say like, hey, do you want to do something? Yeah, just give me a minute.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of that. I do just like sitting on the beach doing absolutely nothing. I just and then staring off.
You stare off. I'm not more of a stare off, zone out. I'm more of a sit and watch. I like people watching.
Stare at interesting things. Interesting
like
people.
Kids stomping on sandcastles
that other kids have spent many hours to build.
That sandcastle was sweet, and then this kid just came along after, and he looked like he would shot him up with heroin, or not heroin,
like
cocaine, and he was just bouncing off the walls, and he just ran over and jumped on it,
top of
and then like screamed to his dad like, "Dad, go in the fire!" And then like I couldn't. The energy of this kid was like, his face was like
someone told him it was like his first time on the beach and he loved the beach, and then someone shot him up with cocaine.
Oh, he was insane.
And like the sandcastle was there all day. Someone built it early in the morning. It's a beautiful like building with like windows and everything. And it's
he
really
had a little
nice.
moat around it. The kid doing it was, I mean, it was a younger kid, but it was sweet. He had 2 clamshells at the top, which I think were supposed to be like people.
And then this other kid, so the other kid leaves after building this beautiful masterpiece, and the other kid's like, yeah, and just jumps on it, destroys it in seconds, and
we're loving it all,
every moment of it, the building of it and the destruction.
Because our day is wake up at 9 because of your alarm. Go back to sleep. Wake up at 9:15. You go back to sleep. I watch A Good Mythical Morning. Wake up at 9:30. We usually get up.
Yeah.
Unless we get up at 10.
And
then we just get up. I usually drink a soda, and then we just go down to the beach, and then sit down at the beach.
Oh, that was nice.
That's my equivalent of burping. Until like 5.
Yeah.
Sometimes we come up earlier, depending on if it's raining or not.
Yeah, one day it was raining in the middle of the day. It's a lot of just free for all. Do what you do.
What you do?
The first bike ride we went on, like long bike ride, we went down south.
Well, hold on.
What?
We went to Asbury first. We
walked over there.
We walked over by
I was going to do like a southern tour and then a northern tour, even though they're different dates.
Oh, okay.
So like we went down.
So this was 2 days ago.
We went down south. I don't know all the locations, but we went we're right next to Bradley Beach, which most of these locations mean nothing to anyone.
Bradley.
Then there's Avon, Belmar. After that, I'm pretty lost.
Yeah, after that, I don't think we expected to go as far as we did.
After I think Belmar, which is the third town.
We were going. Let's complain quick about Boardwalk. The stupid rules about like you can't ride your bike on the boardwalk when it's like we're going and it was like 12 at night.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nobody on the boardwalk, but you still can't ride your bike on the boardwalk. And cops will stop you and make you not ride on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
We got stopped twice.
Mm-hmm. Just like, hey, you guys,
can't ride on the boardwalk.
And it's like, sorry.
Sorry, we won't.
And then you get off, and then we, go back on the boardwalk, 15 minutes down the road.
And it's pointless. Either make a little bike lane on the boardwalk, because it's not like we're causing I get it more for Asbury because there's a lot of people, but when it's an empty boardwalk, it's 12 at night, just let us ride our bike.
There's no one on.
We have lights on both ends of our bike.
Mm-hmm.
It's more dangerous for us to be riding in the road with no bike lights
on there's boardwalk light, street lamps on the boardwalk.
It's all lit up.
Our bike is yellow. It's pretty odd, and we're wearing goofball clothes that people can see from miles away. And it's like we find a person maybe every 10, 20 minutes.
I mean, after we hit Belmar, we didn't see
anybody.
Anyone. We hit a spot, and we're going through bourgeoisie, rich beach neighborhoods, and
at some point the boardwalk ended and we had to get off, and we rode through this town with
I've never seen houses with this much money. I can't even describe them. And it'd be one interesting house next to another. There's modern boxy all window houses next to these weird stone spiral
those
houses.
Are nice, and those are nothing compared to the stuff we saw last night
when we went
to
past Asbury.
But we'll get to that.
So we go
down this neighborhood through this beautiful...
This is the first time when we realized you've known, there's 7-Eleven here, and I've never been to a 7-Eleven before, so we're like, well, we're going to 7-Eleven, but we wanted to go on the way back, but then it was like 1 by the time we were coming back,
We
and
also didn't have masks.
Didn't have masks.
We were tired.
So we decided we'd go the next night. Spoiler alert, we didn't. We were tired, so we went tonight, and that's another story, because stuff happened then, too.
So we basically, our first trip ends, we get to this boat entrance that leads out to the ocean that cuts us off from Point Pleasant.
Yeah, we look it up on the map. The only way to get to Point Pleasant, which is where, like, there's, like, carnival rides and stuff like that along the boardwalk, which I want to see, is you have to, like, ride along this lake, around this lake, and then across this big bridge. It would have been
40 to 45 more minutes.
Yeah, and it was already, at that point, 12:30-ish. We had gone 8 miles there, so we decided that we'd turn back, and then we headed back. Got lost in a development because we took a wrong turn, and then we were on our bikes, or the bike, and Siri, give me compass.
We're just riding, and I'm trying to grab my
Pitch
phone
black. We're in
out of my pocket.
Super rich suburban town.
And I just pull out my phone and yell, Siri, give me compass. And then
we realize we're going the wrong way.
And then we turn around, get back, nice and easy. 1-something in the morning. Next day,
everybody was loving our bike. We were getting compliments. It was insane.
People
loved
were like,
it.
Nice bike. Yo, awesome bike, guys. You guys look so good on that. It's a really cool bike. I really feel appreciated.
Give him the compliment we got tonight. The last guy.
Oh, the last guy. He's riding his regular bike with his friend, and we're riding by. He goes, Yo, I fucks with your bike, man.
Which I guess is good.
Yeah, I fucks with you. I fucks with you. Like I mess with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people. I mean, I was surprised to see how many people have never seen a freaking
double bike
before.
Yeah. It's not our bike, by the way. It's a bike that came with the house.
And I want it so bad.
And but like each person we saw that first night appreciated the bike pretty much, because it was a very rare occurrence to see a person, but if we did,
it was usually like groups of like other bike riders or skateboarders.
Yeah. And
we gotta talk about Days.
Oh yeah.
Before we went on that trip, we went over to Days, which is in a local ice cream shop.
Yeah, run by this cool dude. He's just I don't know, just some dude who opened an ice cream shop.
And it is so good.
It's very...
Oh my god, it's so good.
I love the different flavors and stuff. They have some weird flavors, which I enjoy.
I'm boring. I like soft serve, vanilla, and chocolate. I just prefer soft serve. It makes me feel good. I mean, I'll go tomorrow night and get a hard one, but
I'll probably go crazy and get like trash can in a spaghetti.
Spucket?
No.
Sparget?
No. I get a small, but it'll be a sundae, and I get caramel and M&M's on it, and whipped cream and a cherry, and go really crazy.
Okay, I gotta get that picture of that.
Because it's the last time. Alright, so our second bike ride. This is last night. We're like, alright, we went south.
It was fun. It was a fun journey.
Let's go north.
We leave a little bit earlier, so we're not out too late. Because we didn't want to get back at 1.
Yeah, which we still got back pretty late. But we head up to Asbury Park.
Shout out to Asbury Park.
which is a little more populated.
Yeah, I mean, the boardwalk is definitely populated. There's shops and little food places on it. We're riding past by a sheriff. He has dogs and he's talking to people, didn't say anything. And then our first
police encounter, these two women police.
And they stopped us and they're like, you can't ride on the boardwalk.
They were okay about it.
Yeah.
So then we
got off
and had to ride on the street for a little while, which is after that little shoppy area, you get to some of the richest houses,
like I've never
/ mansions.
Like these houses, I can't even describe them.
They're like castles.
Insane. Yeah, they have like watchtowers, and they have like multiple like tennis courts and basketball courts.
Someone had like a full basketball court on their lawn, like both ways,
paved.
Like what? What are you doing?
And then we went down one, because like we were going down, and then there was a party because we were like, oh, maybe this is connect to the boardwalk.
Yeah, but we just found this party house.
And there's a party on our right, and then our left is like a wedding reception. I'm like, both were not wanted.
And
they're like, everybody's in like Lamborghinis and Corvettes, and I'm like, nah, I'm wearing Golden Girl pajama pants that I got from Walmart.
And I had on my. What did I have on yesterday? I don't know what shirt I had.
You had your Zelda shirt.
I had my Zelda shirt on, my Daredevil hat, and I'm wearing dirty sweatpants I've been wearing for 3 days. Later on that night, when we passed the party again, which is still going on, it's like a teenage college party at some guy's house.
Yeah.
And we passed by it, and this guy, and there's like a group of people waiting on the sidewalk just talking, and this girl was apparently like waiting for her date or something. We passed by, and the guy next to her goes, "Oh, are those the guys? Are those the guys you're bringing?" And then she's like, "No."
I didn't hear this.
So I think we should have gone in. We should have uninvited.
Yep, that's us.
Hi, we're coming in. Well, you wearing pajama pants, dude? Yep.
Cool, dude.
You got any soda here?
I'm gonna drink all of it.
I'll drink.
I'm gonna drink all your soda. My friend here is gonna crap, and we'll be on our way.
We should have asked them to turn down the music. Hey guys,
as we were blasting our music,
we weren't blasting our music. We had it on my phone. That we could barely hear it. We could barely hear our own music.
We were going through the suburbs. We were playing the Beatles' Blackbird.
We were playing
in the dead of night, and it's like super soft, and like there's birds chirping.
And we can barely hear it ourselves. Meanwhile, this party's going on, blasted like rave music.
We get to a part where we have to walk our bikes. So we walk for a little bit. More cops who didn't say anything, but there was a lot of cops.
Yeah.
And then we kept going.
We just reached a point where it was just like, okay,
we should probably turn around now. I think it was turning more into like highway.
Yeah.
And we apparently had gone 9 miles, so we went even farther. And then we turned back, and on our way back, we were like, oh, we're just going to go back and then go a little bit farther the other direction to go to 7-Eleven. But then we were like getting super tired. You were getting very angry. You were screaming your head off.
I was not screaming my head off.
You were. Do you want to cite some of the things you said?
No.
You're not going to wake up in the morning.
When did I say that?
You're like, I'm going to... You said some inappropriate things. And you're like, so hard. You're not going to wake up. And you're...
What?
Oh, how long are we going? Oh, ad break.
Okay. We're in the midst of Asbury Park, and out walks who? Samuel L. Jackson in full robot gear. What are we doing?
God, I so wish that's how the story ended, but it ends with us getting back to the boardwalk and then you angrily finding a song on your phone because I thought there was cops in front of us, so I was hitting the brake and you were getting really mad at me and you were like, just stop.
Oh, when we were back to Ocean Grove.
Yeah, you were like, I don't care if they blow your head up. I wanna shoot you and revive you so I can keep murdering you over and over again.
No, I said, I wish I had the power to revive you so that I could kill you over and over again, but then bring you back to life.
And I shot back with the brilliant joke of, dude, I'd lose all my experience. Minecraft joke.
Basically, just because all of my anger was built up.
Because we were out at close to 1. Very tired. Your butt was so sore.
Just like
from that party.
Yeah.
And you were getting so mad. I think you were mad because there's so many rich people around us.
Yeah, that also angered me.
Because you started screaming at that. I was just like, give us your money.
Now, I wasn't audibly like...
At one point you were.
I wasn't screeching.
There was people out on their lawn. And you were like, you don't need that money.
I wasn't like screaming though.
But enough that they definitely heard you.
Yeah, I wasn't like screaming at the top of my lungs. Enough that if someone was listening enough and if it was quiet in their house, they might be able to hear it. But
and then we got back. We finished watching we finished watching Mandy. That we're gonna talk about that in the next podcast.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West and Mandy.
So then
our 7-Eleven trip today
consisted of us. All right, we got back from Days again, which we've been gone to a couple nights.
Giant line at Days.
We get back. We're like, we gotta leave. It's like almost 11, so we leave. Head out to the 7-Eleven. Now we get to the 7-Eleven, but
we get stopped by a cop.
Oh, yep, we're riding on the boardwalk, and
it's okay. So it's probably 11, maybe a little past 11.
It's an hour.
The boardwalk opens, or like the boardwalk is like okay to ride your bike on at 12. The lights are on. We have our lights on. There's nobody on it. Cop stops us and says we can't ride on the boardwalk.
Yeah, you're allowed to ride in this one. Each beach boardwalk has different rules.
It's either you can't ride your bike on the boardwalk at all. You can only ride your bike on the boardwalk between 3 and 9 in the morning, which makes no sense.
Like other times, it's always like late at
always
night.
Different, and then it like switches, and it never really says it switches. If you're just supposed to know, and then the cops are always there.
So we're just going. It's like maybe 5 minutes, and then this guy, he's got his tiny cop car.
We're coming up, see the golf car, see a guy with a little vest walking, and I'm like, here we go. And he jumps up and he's like, hey guys, he was nice. He was younger.
And then we get to 7-Eleven and we see a group of like.
What'd you call them?
Oof gang. That's not at all what I call them.
No. Jank wankers.
No. Freaking
oof goopers. Oof goobers.
I don't know, something like that. Something dumb name. Anyway, it's this group of maybe like 10 to 20 teenage boys,
annoying teenagers
with skateboards in front of the 7-Eleven,
smoking and stuff,
and doing tricks and like,
yelling and screaming and stuff. We don't want to pull our bikes into 7-Eleven, have to lock up our double bike. No. Okay, what are we wearing? I'm wearing my dirty neon orange pajama shorts, and I have my rainbow Bob Ross shirt on. My hair messed up. You're wearing
Me
your
with
dirty
my
sweatpants.
Dirty sweatpants, my
BB-8
classic Daredevil hat, and my BB-8
shirt.
blueprint shirt. So we don't look the coolest.
Nope.
Oh,
and your mask is a rainbow dogs.
It's a bunch of dogs that are all different colors, which I like that mask.
You should have flipped it so it's just a rainbow flag.
And so we keep going past them because we're like, maybe they'll be gone by the time we get here.
Yeah, keep going. And then we turn around, go back, decide to park our bike up on the boardwalk. And that's when we see some people down on the beach, which we thought they were having a fire on the beach, which I don't think is okay. And then we figured out that they were lighting off a Japanese lantern.
To like send off, like
and
they
then
do in Tangled.
2 cops showed up on their bikes and went down. Do you think they told them to stop, or what do you think?
I think they were just, hey, you can't do that. And then
and the cops came out, and then somebody, we thought it was the Oof Goopers in 7-Eleven parking lot lighting fireworks off, but it was I think it was a house behind 7-Eleven lighting them off, so they stormed off to fight them. But then we go 7-Eleven, and then we're sitting back on the boardwalk eating our stuff, and there's people on the beach lighting off fireworks, and there's 4 cops sitting on the boardwalk doing nothing about it.
Just watching them.
Okay, so we go to 7-Eleven.
Well, we go to 7-Eleven. The hoodlums are still there.
Yeah, they said nothing to us.
No.
I figured they wouldn't.
No, they don't care, but they're just still being them.
Just annoying. Go in. We get our
stuff.
Slurpees. We get. First we get candy. I got Mr. Goodbar and some rainbow something.
Something like sour strips.
Rainbow strips.
I got dark Skittles and a Reese's outrageous bar. And
then I go up and get a Mountain Dew Slurpee.
And I get what I think to be a blue raspberry Slurpee.
Because it says blue raspberry. We go up, we pay. There's 2 guys in front of us who were screaming.
They're
and
I would say harassing the men behind the counter.
Yeah, they're that pizza has this many calories? That's outrageous. And in the cash register, he's just oh my God, just leave. So it's this old guy who's probably worked there for how many years.
And they're like, yo, you got any of those pretzel M&Ms? I don't see them here. Those are smack, bro.
And I'm just like, oh
my God, just leave. Just leave. You have what you want.
Just leave. I think they were drunk.
Yeah.
And then those kids in front of us also didn't like that. The guy trying to wheel a cart, and he said, excuse me, we move out of his way. And then these kids are in their way, and he says, excuse me, 5 times, and they just pay him no attention. And I'm like, oh my, can you not?
Our goof jankers are still outside doing their skateboard tricks.
We walk back, sit down, and then Hudson takes a swig of his
my Slurpee,
which you think to be blue raspberry, and find out that it is instead
fact,
coconut.
A coconut Slurpee, which I don't know.
And it's not like it tasted like coconut. It was coconut.
Yeah, but it's a heavy. It's a Slurpee. Why would I want a coconut flavored Slurpee? It's a frozen.
It's intense coconut. Yeah. It's not subtle coconut.
No.
And I don't like coconut. I take a little swig. Oh.
It was not. So that was gone.
You dumped that.
Oh.
And then, I gave you the rest of my.
Yeah, Mountain Dew.
I had a little bit. More. It wasn't the best in the world.
No.
And then I had some of my candies. We watched the guys set off fireworks, which weren't great. Some of them shot up in the air. The other ones shot up a little bit and then came back and exploded on the beach. Some of them exploded next to these people.
Yeah. One tipped over, fell, and just exploded right next to him. Yeah.
And then we got on our bikes and head back.
Those are our bike trips.
Yep. Went on the beach. We got stormed out one day.
One day it was raining on the beach, but it was just a passing storm, so I set up like a funny little makeshift.
You had already dug a hole. We dug a whole bunch of holes.
Yeah.
We usually dig a hole a day.
And then end up burying either one or two of us.
Which is so fun. I love getting buried. But then you all sandy and you gotta wash it off and it's nasty. But and you had to set up like chairs and like a
towel over my head.
You. Was it actually working?
Yes, when I put the chairs at my back, the rain wasn't hitting me at all underneath.
But like you got drenched trying to make it while it was raining.
If I knew rain was coming and made it before, it would have worked great. But yeah.
The first day I've been wearing Crocs and like you get sand on the top of your feet and then your feet grind against the Crocs and my feet got super raw and then they got burnt, so they're all super sore.
The beach definitely can be a lot more injuring than you'd assume.
Yeah, the sand gets so hot during the day, and like it's not like you want to just throw on your Crocs because you got sand in them. It's gonna hurt. So you're running across the beach, super hot sand.
You could burn your feet on the sand. You rub your feet raw wearing some sort of flip-flop.
The amount of sunscreen
sandals
we've put on.
Yeah.
I've probably put on more sunscreen these past couple of days than I have my whole life.
You could get sunburned or sun poisoned, beat up by the waves.
Yeah.
Lots of, a kid could knock you out. There's a lot of interesting people on the beach. So that's fun. We've dug a bunch of holes.
I got to meet your grandmother, your uncle, your aunt, and your cousin, and your kind of granddad, but not. Tony? Love Tony. Oh, and yes. I want to hang out with Dylan. Love Dylan.
And some family time. Dinner's been different every night.
Yep.
My sister.
Oh yeah.
My sister's friend went home yesterday because of unsaid reasons.
We played Ocean Grove
Monopoly.
And we won.
Yeah, which was
we didn't think we were gonna win, but we were like doubled everybody else's score, so
that was pretty
cool. Tried to play a little bit of Trivia Pursuit. I think an actual game of Trivia Pursuit would be fun.
Yeah.
We just didn't have enough time to finish it.
Yeah, we did.
That's a long game.
Yeah. That's I'd like just the cards are fine. We could do a game with the cards.
Probably do that tomorrow night because we won't have a whole bunch to talk about.
Because we're recording 2 podcasts here because we didn't really plan ahead too much. We
all live in a yellow submarine.
Huh?
We all live in a yellow submarine.
We do. The beach. We've dug holes, been in the water a bunch. Nate's drawn, I've read. We've looked for shells multiple times.
Yeah, I found some cool shells.
Cool stuff.
We're gonna go shell hunting tomorrow.
A lot of eating.
Yep. You more than me.
Mm-hmm.
How eating would work is I wouldn't eat breakfast when I wake up. When you get to the beach, we go in the water for a little bit, and then I'd have like a sandwich for like sort of lunch, but it's before lunch. And then we'd stay at the beach, and then by the time we're leaving for the beach, we'd get back to your house, and I'd be starving, like to the point where I can't move. I'm so hungry, so I'd eat something, but like it's too. I can't wait until dinner. Because dinner's going to be in like an hour and a half. And I'm already dying. Because I need food. Which I get. I'm not dying. I'm very hungry. And when I get hungry, I get very nauseous and dizzy. So I'd eat. And then I'm not insanely hungry for dinner.
No, yeah.
And that's just how it works.
Because, like, it's usually, I don't eat anything, even normally. Like, I'll wake up whenever time, even if I'm at my house normally, won't eat until, like, 12 or 1 or 2. Just have, like, a lunch thing, probably some chips and like, a sandwich or something, and then wait for dinner and eat it. That's normally at my house. So
yeah, I've stopped eating breakfast. My breakfast is a Pepsi in the morning.
I'll have, like, 2 meals a day and then lots of snacks.
And I have, like, 1 actual meal a day and like, 1 snack.
But then at the beach, it's like I'll not eat anything, get there, have lunch, do stuff, 1 little snack, do stuff, 1 little snack. Like some fruit, some chips, some sort of cookie or cake or something.
I should have taken him up. Well, your dad was eating pineapple. I wanted some pineapple, but he put it away before I could have some. Do you like pineapple?
Yeah.
It was this year that I discovered I liked pineapple. I never thought I did.
It's pretty good. Some watermelon I like. I just mainly don't like it because it's not. People say it's so sweet.
Yeah.
It's really not. It's just, it's literally called watermelon.
Yeah.
Literally watermelon.
No. Yeah, I'm not a big watermelon fan. And I hate watermelon flavored things.
I don't mind those as much.
Unless it's Jolly Rancher, I can get around with the Jolly Rancher that's watermelon. I mean, I'm more of a savory than a sweet, and I'm more of a vegetable than a fruit person. I'd rather eat corn and potatoes than fruits.
A little bit personal right now, but my butt hurts so much that, like, maybe it's not visibly bruising, but it feels like there's bruises on my butt.
I'll check after.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Been recording a lot of TikToks.
A lot of TikTok. Too much TikTok.
Not enough TikTok.
I haven't watched as much TikTok as I would at home because there's stuff I do.
Well, actually, it depends.
Yeah, sometimes when we're not doing anything, you're over there on TikTok, and I'm like...
Because I don't have anything to watch, because I discovered that I could be watching HBO Max because you have an extra, like... You and your dad do HBO Max, right? That's mostly just like anybody else.
No. Well, we just got HBO Max. Yeah. HBO normally, no one would really watch other than my parents together.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can watch The Watchmen, we can talk about that. There's so many great movies on there.
Yeah, there's a lot on there. I suggest HBO Max. There's a ton of movies.
You have to ask your dad tomorrow.
The series are pretty good on there because they're all HBO series and stuff.
Yeah. Freaking. I mean, look up some movies. I know. The
Game of Thrones, Westworld.
Oh yeah, I want to watch Westworld.
There's the DC show.
Shout out to One Wheels, they're pretty cool.
DC show Doom Patrol.
Oh yeah. That looked good.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No, Then there's the new Adventure Time thing.
Yep.
It's pretty sweet. And also Fallout and Amazon announced that.
Oh wait, the 4th season of Rick and Morty's on.
They put the 4th. When I checked the other day, it was only 3. Maybe that's new.
Doctor Who's on HBO Max. Sweet. Go watch some Doctor Who.
What was I saying? Oh, Fallout and
Gumball.
Amazon Prime announced that they're making a Fallout series. Yeah. Which that'll be good.
Regular show. Barry. I want to watch Barry. That looks funny. Do you know what Barry is?
No, I know it's Bill Hader.
You think he's like a gay theater dude who's also a serial killer? And it looks funny.
Did you watch Ballers with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, your favorite actor?
What?
Yeah, he's your favorite actor.
He's my favorite actor?
Yeah, of all time. You could watch Hunter x Hunter.
There's only 3 seasons of Westworld?
Yes. The 3rd season has Aaron Paul in it.
I thought there was more. Silicon Valley. That's another one. God, there's so many that I want to watch.
There's a lot of stuff on HBO Max. So yeah, that's our trip really so far. We've done a lot of. I've had fun. Like,
yeah,
we haven't done very like different. It's not like a super
like a different thing every day.
Yeah.
It's been mostly the same thing, but I mean, it's been fun.
Like, yeah.
There might be a main.
Yeah, a Maine trip in the future.
We might be. The boys go to Maine.
Yep. We
to be determined.
We will, if the Maine trip does well. When Nate goes to Maine and possibly Hudson too, that will be around the time that we have a schedule change of the
podcast goes to once a week.
Oh yeah, podcast goes to once a week. Everything else I think will remain the same.
Maybe
the games might be down to just two a week.
2 a week.
Like one
instead of 4 a week.
Yeah. Which will probably
and then skits.
It's not like not a billion people aren't watching.
No.
But I don't want to completely stop for the people that do.
Like on average, 2 views a video.
Which is fine when.
I mean, it's fun to do.
Yeah.
But if it starts to become a hassle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We want it to be more of a enjoyable for everyone, including us, rather than detrimental to us and enjoyable.
To our mental health.
Yeah.
Detrimental to our mental health.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at 1:42 in the morning.
We'll talk more about the movies we watched while we were here. Maybe
one really good one and one really bad one.
Yeah.
The really good one being Wild Wild West.
Mm-hmm. Nope, of course. And maybe some other things, some other stuff we watched.
We'll do some trivia.
Yeah, and talk about our future. Nate can go into detail about the house he's gonna buy and how many kids he's gonna have, and we'll talk about what happens tomorrow, because something really eventful could happen tomorrow.
Going shopping.
Brief shopping.
Hopefully get a crepe.
Yep. And it'll be our last full day here. And Saturday, hopefully, we're getting up for the sunrise. And, hope everyone else is having a blast of a summer. That sounded sarcastic because my voice is very monotone because it's almost 2 a.m. But I hope everybody's enjoying their summer. And, keep on... Keep calm and carry on.
Keep calm and carry a fire on.